on time.
Yes, so it is recording is on and we are live on YouTube. So if there is a permission, we can proceed.
Yeah, you can proceed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let us go ahead.
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ilam, we can start.
Ma'am, shall I start?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So here we go. A very good morning to one and all. We are all gathered here in this virtual gathering to embark on a 3-day national level online career fair, which will be a 3-day marathon of webinars and workshops meticulously designed, organized, and conducted by the Career Guidance and the Student Placement Cell of our college, that is R.K.Talreja College. But before we get on this journey together, it is with great regret that I have to inform you about the sad demise of Shri Keshav Lal Dabrai, President of Seva Sadans Trust, under which our college is one of the institutions. He was a son of the founder, Seth Parsuram Parumal Dabrai, and expired on February 14th. I would request all the present in the gathering to observe a silence of 2 minutes to offer prayers to the departed soul. Please. Thank you so much. May his soul find solitude and rest in peace. Now, to start this important event on an auspicious note, we will have the rendition of Saraswati Vandana along with the virtual garlanding of the founder's statue, that is Sri Ramchand Kimatrai Talreja, also the lighting of the holy lamp. Thank you. On behalf of the Career Guidance and the Student Placement Cell of R.K.Talreja College, I, the co-convener of the cell, Dr. Neelam Mulchandani, extend a warm welcome to our Honorable Principal, Dr. Geeta Menon, the Chief Guest for the day, Mr. Surendra Gupta, Mr. R.K.Talreja Sir, Director of Brightways, and also our strategic partner for this event, Mr. Anil Garodia, President, Accounts and Finance at Technocraft Industries, Dr. Ajay Singh, Coordinator of IQAC, the faculty members from different departments of the college gracing this occasion, the convener of the placement cell, Professor Neelam Kapoor, members and all the student volunteers of the cell, and all my dear participants. At the outset, let me enlighten the participants with a brief history of the college, which is situated right in the heart of the city. Kindly bear with me for 2 minutes. It was in 1947, at the time of India and Pakistan's partition, that Seth Parsram Parumal Dabrai migrated from Sindh, which now came in Pakistan, to Wadala in Mumbai. He was a merchant of sugar and he had sugar factories in UP and he was called as a sugar king. Yet he believed in simple living and high thinking and was a real philanthropist. He founded Seva Sadans Trust to uplift economically backward people, especially Sindhis, who had migrated and settled in India in various rehabilitation camps as refugees. Although he himself was educated only up to the primary level, yet he aimed to provide education, especially the girls. So, to realize his dream, he established Neera High School in 1950, which at that time was also the first RCC building in the whole of the city. It was in mid-60s, Babaji, as he was addressed, realized that there was not a single college in the whole of Ulhasnagar, especially for girl students. And for their higher studies, they had to seek admission to colleges that were far-flung areas of Mumbai. They had to travel all the way from Ulhasnagar to Bandra and Churchgate, which was very inconvenient for the girl students. So, to solve this problem, we started the first girls' college in Ulhasnagar. It was housed on the second floor of Neera High School. This college quickly made progress in all directions and later on came to become a full-fledged college up to the post-graduation level and was known as Neera College and then as Ulhasnagar College of Arts and Commerce. And eventually, today we know that college as Ramchand Kimatrai Talreja College of Arts, Science and Commerce. So, till date, the college has continued the vision of Babaji and has made striding progress in all directions, in all streams, with exceptional leaps and bounds. I need to pause here because the college's achievements and benevolence are endless. I can just go on and on, but we have to focus on today's event. Before embarking on the today, what we are going to do today and what the event is all about, let me give out in brief the aims and objectives of the career guidance and the placement cell. The cell has been constituted with the aim of providing guidance and information on the various career opportunities, avenues, which are available to the students during their undergrad, grad, and even after their PG studies, The students, believe me, are not at all aware of the plethora of the opportunities which are available out there. For the same, various webinars and seminars are planned, organized, and successfully conducted by the cell. Let me tell you that these sessions are conducted by first-hand industry employees with domain expertise that help the students explore the different career choices. Not only that, the cell also provides hands-on training to the students in the form of mock interview sessions, aptitude tests, group discussion sessions, which are conducted every year, number of times by the members of the cell, and which hone the personality development and the communication skills of the students. Not only this, the cell also plays a crucial role in locating and providing job opportunities for students by networking and calling various companies and organizations like HDFC, Kotak Mahindra, Reliance Jio, Tata, iFuture Technologies, and many such reputed and highly sought after companies, and also holds a job fair for the students after the completion of the 5th SEM only, so that by the time they are done with their graduation, they have a lucrative job in hand. Let me go further. In the current academic year 2, that is 21-22, the cell, as per the trend, has held several webinars and online workshops. Please notice that online mode of studying and learning has not stopped the cell. The soft skills training sessions for the students have been taken as they were in the past, which also include the latest trends in the market. Some of these are Prezi, Powtoon presentation, tools, tele with GST, CET training, UPSC and MPSC exams training as well. The 3-day event, which is the current event, is an annual event conducted by the cell. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I inform this virtual gathering that for this current event, we have recorded 1,500 plus registrations from 16 states all over Maharashtra. Needless to say, it is a thumping achievement. But all these activities have been possible only due to the zealous initiatives and sincere efforts of the convener of the cell, Professor Neelam Kapoor, and due to the untiring and devoted efforts of all the members of the cell. With this brief intro, I wish the best success to all the participants in their prolific academic pursuits. I would now request our convener, Professor Neelam Kapoor, to give you a short overview of this current national level online 3-day career fair. But before that, I would also like to welcome our Vice Principal, Sunil Khatri sir, to this virtual gathering. Welcome, sir. Ma'am,
Thank you.
Kapoor
Thank
ma'am.
you, Neelam. Thank you, Neelam. Thank you to you. Respected Principal Dr. Geeta Menon, respected Chief Guest of the Day, Mr. S.S. Gupta ji, my dear school friend, CA Anil Gadodia, IQAC convener, Mr. Ajay Singh, Vice Principal, Mr. Sunil Khatri, all the HODs of various departments, all colleagues, and dear participants. Very good morning to all. We started this journey 7 years back when the placement cell was given to us. This team has 50% member who are there from the beginning in 2015 15-16. We tried to place the student first year in various companies, industries, and so on. It was very difficult in the beginning. We noticed that there are some issues. At the two level, the main issues are: one, they are not trained properly as the industry expect. Second, they are not aware of what are the available various career opportunities. With this, in the just next 2 years, we merged the two different committees, and it was a career guidance and placement cell, with the aim that the placement cell will train all our students before placing them. So we started many workshops, training sessions, and then yearly event of this 3-day uh, career fair. It is actually career option fair. We are slowly evolving. Every year we are putting different ideas. One year it was only the training skill. The next year we invited many institutes. After that we started the job fairs, and by that time we had COVID-19, and it was offline everything. Now there was a question whether we should go for it or not. The career guidance and placement cell took the challenge, and the whole program was taken online last year. And actually, I'm happy that as it is online, we do get speakers from various parts of India and Maharashtra, and the um, speakers don't hesitate to come because they don't have to come to Ulhasnagar all the way. But slight disadvantage is there because students cannot interact with them. But still, we last year held this career guidance uh, fair, and this year also, as I'm retiring and it's my last year, all the team members were very energetic to have this fair online. So here we are, as we started with the placing the students, and we end up not only placing the student in various industries, we have tied up with many institutes like Kotak Education. The We are tied up or MOU with the Bright Ways, where we take 50 lectures to train the student for various competitive exams. Then we go for job fair. We call individual institutes for lecturing. We do place the student in TCS as it is going on right now. So students are motivated to get trained according to the industry needs, and then also they are placed at various positions. Even if we are not able to place, they are not able to get the job right now, but these trainings help them to get themselves placed in various industries at a better position. The feedback from all the students is always positive, that they have learned something, and the placement cell is very happy and satisfied. The challenges comes, and we are ready to face the challenges, and I hope from year to year it will go further, and we will keep changing the things. It will be offline next year, and again we will be doing some different changes, and some challenges may come. Definitely the cell will overcome it. With these words, I welcome all participants once again. Thank you, Dr. Neelam.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your career. Now I would our principal ma'am, Dr. Geeta Menon, to say a few words to point out that ma'am has been a constant encourager for all the activities. She keeps on guiding us and very proud to say has been with us throughout all the events. Being present, be a support to us virtually in all the gatherings. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Neelam, madam. Good morning to one and all. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And Neelam Mulchandani, your voice was not very clear, so I was worried.
Okay.
So, good morning. The guest of honor for the day, Mr. S.S. Gupta ji, CA, CS, ICWA. Welcome, sir, to Seva Sadans, R.K.Talreja College.
Thank you.
We have a friend of ours, Mr. Anil Gadodia ji from Technocraft. I think he's owning Technocraft. Welcome, sir. Niketan Taware, always our partner of Brightways. Welcome. I welcome all my teacher colleagues, Vice Principal Sunil Khatri sir, Convener Neelam Kapoor madam, and all my teacher colleagues of our college, from my college, from other college, from across the nation, all student participants across the nation. It is very, very delightful, or rather a pride moment to say that 1,500 participants registered all across the country. I welcome you all to Ulhasnagar, to R.K.Talreja College. Friends, as rightly presented by all of my colleagues, opportunity is something very, very important. But I put it like this: opportunity is like a fish you want to hold in water. It is slippery. If you are focused, if you have decided to catch it, yes, you will get it. But if you're not focused, it will slip out of your hand. Opportunity is something like a fish which slips out of your hand if you're not focused, if you're not planned for it to hold it or get it. It comes before us, but if you're not ready or with a chalta hai attitude, just be happy missing it. Now, when we miss the opportunity, do we know when you get the next one? No, never. The opportunities do come, but you don't know when the next you get it. Students, to achieve something, we need to plan, to work hard, to meet the target, appear interviews, exams, to be selected. Once selected, again, the work doesn't end there. You need to learn. You need to learn to sustain in the job, to be a better person in the job, and to sustain. Is it easy? You have to work on all your soft skills. How to deal with your partners in the job, how to deal with your boss. May not be you will get a boss of same nature, same kind, there will be difference. So how to deal with those? How to deal with your juniors or the subordinates? How to meet the timeline? How to communicate effectively, and many more. It is a process that begins right from your school days, goes through your college days. Maybe when you plan for your professional courses, it will be there. You have to work on it. So, realizing our goal as a college, as an institution, realizing our goal to support this young, energetic students from possibly every nook and corner of a country. Today, we are here with this 3-day national level career fair 2022 from R.K.Talreja College. It is led or headed by Professor Neelam Kapoor madam, convener of the Students Career Guidance Placement Cell, and her proactive team, ever ready, working hard to Leave no stone unturned. I would put it in a little different way. I would say they try to remove वो आपके रास्ते का हर छोटे छोटे कंकड़ को निकाल फेंकना चाहते हैं, ताकि आपका रास्ता जो आपके फ्यूचर के लिए तरफ ले जाती है आपको, उसको स्मूथ करे और आप आराम से उसको तय करें. So that छोटे छोटे कंकड़, what I mean to say, are your weaknesses, maybe your shortcomings, maybe something you want to improve on yourselves. So my dear participant friends, all those who are here, I congratulate you because you have caught hold the opportunity to make yourself a better person. All the best to my organizing team, wishing you a grand success, wishing all the aspiring young participants to achieve your dream goals. I would congratulate you today that your future is secured if you hear as participants. And one more thing, as a principal of the institution, I would say, in the feedback you write, we have been getting good feedbacks all this time. But I would request all my participants, if you have something what you want to know or learn, and if we can be a source, means something we can help out for it, please mention what you want to learn and what you want to get. Maybe in our endeavor, where we really strive hard, we work hard to make our students happy or comfortable. So maybe I feel we can work hard towards it and make you more achievable. I welcome once again our guest for the day, SS Gupta ji, who will speak on the topic industry expectation. Please understand, institution and industry's expectation के बीच में एक बहुत बड़ा सा एक गैप है. हम वो गैप फिल करने के लिए आज आपके सामने 3 दिन का करियर फेयर कर रहे हैं. So please avail the benefit and make use of it. I congratulate once again all the participants and my team for making such a beautiful, wonderful program for our students. Congratulations to all the best to all. Thank you. Over to you, Neelam, madam.
Thank you, ma'am, for aptly summing up the aims and objectives of the career guidance and the student placement cell. Yes, ma'am, we are here to remove all the obstacles, as you rightly put it, stones, thorns from the paths of the students, so that they can have a smooth path towards their goal. And the goal is to get a lucrative job in the industry today. Thank you, ma'am, so much for acknowledging the efforts put in by the placement cell to not only in holding various seminars by giving guidance to the students, but also honing and polishing their skills and also providing them various job opportunities. Once again, heartfelt thanks for your inspiring and encouraging words. Thank you, ma'am. Now we are ready to begin with the first session of this Men Moth online event. It is truly an honor to introduce today's guest speaker, chief guest of the day, CA Surendra Guptasan, who is a stalwart in the field of accounting and taxation. He is the proprietor of the highly successful firm SS Gupta Chartered Accountants, and the firm employs more than 630 CAs and serves more than 800 clients, not only in Mumbai, suburban areas, but beyond that as well. He is an expert in advertising and planning on matters related to goods and service tax, excise, customs, service tax, and foreign trade policy, means all the matters relating to the business of the corporates. He has also authored 4 books on GST and service tax with numerous other publications, along with being a regular faculty member for seminars and lectures on these topics. Not only has Sir been involved in the education and service sector, but he is also a kind-hearted philanthropist who sits on trustee positions for various schools as he truly believes in giving back to the society. Sir would be sharing with us today his pearls of wisdom on what the industry expects from you all as incoming employees and future torch bearers of the respective organizations which will employ you. I request everyone to note all the important points as that will help you to bridge the gap between what you have and what you will need to thrive in a corporate setup, as rightly pointed out by our principal ma'am. Before handing over the virtual ground to our chief guest speaker for the day, I would like to point some instructions for the students. Students, kindly listen attentively. If you have any queries, keep it till the end of the session, and at the end, you can post your queries in the chat box, and we will be taking them in the Q&A session, which will be after Sir has done with his presentation. Another very important instruction is that 15 minutes before the presentation ends or towards the end of the presentation, the feedback form will be posted in the chat box. All of you compulsory have to fill in your relevant details and your valuable feedback, which is also necessary to get your e-certificate. As our principal ma'am has also requested you to kindly give us your valuable feedback so that we know exactly what other things apart from what we are doing are needed by the students out there. So without much ado, now I would like to hand over the virtual session to Sir. Over to you, sir.
Thanks very much. Am I loud, audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Geeta Menon, Principal of the R.K.Talreja College. Sunil Khatri, Vice Principal. Mrs. Neelma Kapoor, Career Guidance and Placement Convener. Neela Munchandani, Co-Convener. And my friend, Anil Garodia, who is a strategic partner also. It was really indeed a pleasure to know about the Career Guidance and Placement Center, because we have been visiting so many colleges and we don't see these kind of guidance being given to the students. The students are given lectures and then they pass a degree, as Dr. Geeta Menon rightly said. Just having a degree doesn't serve any purpose, because what the industry needs is you need to take them to that level in order to see that they make their career. That's the beginning of it. And now let me begin how the lecture will flow. Friends, what all we have, students, what we have with us, let me explain that. And then what is the change which has happened in the last 20-25 years in education field, in industry field, and then how can you bridge a gap between the two to make your career. Career is not only earning money, but it's living a good life. That's more important than only earning money. Now let me begin with the first one. If you see, all of us who are born, God has given the same body to all of us. 2 hands, 2 eyes, brain. All of us who are born have same brain, whether girl, boy, everybody. There's no distinction made by the God in giving a brain to anybody. Of course, there is some exceptions which are there who are mentally challenged people. But bearing that, all of us have got the same kind of brain, whether you're born in the poor family, or you're born in the rich family, or you're born in the street, everybody. There's no distinction made. Then the question comes up, where does the difference lies? in somebody makes a career, like we have I'm a chartered accountant. We have 2,20,000 chartered accountants. Now you ask 90% of them are earning what? And balance 10% are earning huge amount. There's a lawyer, advocates. There must be more than 10 to 12 lakhs lawyers. But you go to Supreme Court, the lawyers per hearing charges 25 lakh rupees, 25 to 30 lakh rupees. That we have to understand where is the difference. When you are born, the circumstances, paristitiyan, can be different. Your parents may not be educated. Your house may be small. You do not have parents, do not have the regular income. They are doing the daily jobs. English, which is a common language nowadays, आपके पेरेंट्स को आती नहीं है. घर में माहौल कुछ बिगड़ा हुआ है. And these circumstances can be different. कई लोग तो हिंदी मीडियम से पढ़े, उसमें भी अपने आप को कुछ समझते हैं. I also studied from Hindi medium. Don't worry. Now these circumstances differ from person to person, and these circumstances, no doubt, proves slightly impediments in your career. But ultimately, our aim is to get rid of these circumstances. Let me tell you now, give some examples how people have done it. You know, recently you must, in India, game of cricket is very famous. And everybody must be watching, all students who are listening to this must be watching, all teachers must be watching this game so often. In 2008, we started with IPL, Indian Premier League. Recently, IPL players auction has taken place, 12th and 13th February, recently, very recently. You must have seen, I don't know if you read it or not, one Mr. Ramesh from Jalalabad, Punjab, has been picked up by Calcutta Knight Rider for rupees 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs in IPL is not a very big sum. But why I gave his name is, now you read his history. His father is a cobbler. वो सब रास्ते में जूता चप्पल रिपेयर करते हैं. And his mother sells bangles. गांव-गांव जाके चूड़ियां बेचते. Now you can understand that रमेश की परिस्थिति क्या है. यानी घर में रोज खाना डेली अर्निंग से बनता है. And in spite of that, he has reached to that level. He is popularly known in Punjab as a tennis player. He made 50 runs in 10 balls. From there, he became more popular. This is one instance of how you can overcome your circumstances. Other one is, if you have observed same IPL auction, two or 3 years before, you know, one of the industry's big son, I can't name that, it will not be fair. His son also has a passion for cricket. He could not get in Mumbai Ranji Trophy and all that. He went to Indore. And he registered himself for IPL auction. He's a very famous industrialist. Nobody picked him up. Not even for 20 lakhs. For such a huge industrialist, 20 lakhs is nothing. Now that's a talent. Talent development does not depend on the circumstances. And that is where one has to understand talent depends on your own wisdom and ability. And your consistency, Dr. Neelam rightly said, Dr. Geeta Menon rightly said, your consistency with the objective is the main thing. You have so many examples. I am giving you cricket because we advise BCCI also. MS Dhoni. Now he has no forefathers, no background, but still he is a captain. He remained captain of the country. And now see Sunil Gavaskar's son. did not get the entry also. The point here is that how do you get rid of these circumstances to achieve what you want to achieve in the life? And therefore, this reminds me of the great words which Microsoft owner has said. If you are born poor, it is not your fault. God has given you the parents. But if you die poor, then it is your fault. Because birth, you take it as the God wants to give you in particular family. But during the year, during the period of your life, initially 5 saal chhod dijiye, you come to know what you are doing, what can bring you out. So if you do not work during your life, then what will happen is you will also die poor. So always remember, I always say, these circumstances, those who go down before circumstances can never come up in the life. One has to always have the courage, sahas, to overcome every circumstances which comes in the life. हम छोटे थे ना, जब भी वो आपने पिक्चरों में, अभी तो पिक्चरों में गाने भी नहीं आते, बहुत गाने जो है कोई ज्यादा तक मीनिंग नहीं होती है, बट छोटे में आपने भी कभी गाना सुना होगा, नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चे तेरी मुट्ठी में क्या है। आप कभी नहीं सुना तो सुन लेना। और वो बच्चे जवाब देते हैं, मेरी मुट्ठी में मेरी तकदीर है। और ये एकदम सही है। और भी एक गाना, हम लाए हैं तूफान से किश्ती निकाल के। ये जो चीजें हैं, these are the directions of the life. And let me tell you, if you ever study the successful person's history, you will realize how many difficulties he has faced in the life. It never ends. Therefore, first and foremost, I must tell you that whatever you have in the life, whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve with whatever you have in the life. Never feel discouraged कि मेरा I studied from Hindi medium, मुझे इंग्लिश बोलनी नहीं आती है, मेरा घर छोटा है, और अनेकों, there are so many reasons. That is the first aspect. The confidence in you is a major aspect, and that confidence only brings you up. Wherever you are in the career, आप ये देखिए, कई बार हमने 1983 में वर्ल्ड कप जीता था, आप सबको मालूम है, बहुत पिक्चर भी आई है उसके ऊपर से। आप लीग मैच का देखेंगे तो जिम्बाब्वे के साथ में हमारा 17 रन पर 5 विकेट था, and we were not one of those favorites who couldn't be counted for the winning of World Cup. And then Kapil Dev came. Now आप सोच सकते हैं परिस्थितियां क्या थी। 17 रन पे 5 विकेट, and that is how he then made up played very well, and we ultimately succeeded. That's a history. Everywhere, this is the major task. The confidence in you is the major one, and that everybody has it. It's only a matter of invoking that confidence in you, and that is where the career guidance, career placement, guidance and placement center is doing very well in this aspect. What Neela Mulchandani has just explained, that they are doing excellent job in this. Now we come to the second stage. As to what is the difference which has made in last 20-25 years in every field. गीता, भगवत गीता में लिखा है, परिवर्तन संसार का नियम है. Change is a life. Everyone changes. और आपने आजू बाजू में देखा होगा तो कितना बदलाव है. 1995 में टेलीफोन, मोबाइल फोन तो किसी ने सुना भी नहीं था. लैंडलाइन से ही बात होती थी, और लैंडलाइन में भी बाहर सिटी, आउटसाइड सिटी लगाना है तो बहुत मुश्किल, ट्रंक कॉल लगाना पड़ता. देन दिन लैंडलाइन केम, मोबाइल केम, एंड मोबाइल में भी आप सबके समय में, यू आर नाउ 20-25 years. Earlier Nokia phone was the very famous phone, and now Nokia is no longer there. जो कार में, गाड़ियों में इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं, earlier Ambassador and Premier Padmini with only 2 cars. The change is a life, and in education field, if you see, is a tremendous change. When I have studied in 75 to 80, there were no coaching classes. Absolutely coaching class था ही नहीं कोई. And now every student कॉलेज में जाने के बाद में पहले कोचिंग क्लास लेते. फॉरगेट वो 3rd, 4th स्टैंडर्ड का भी बच्चा कोचिंग क्लास में जाता. 5th स्टैंडर्ड, 10th स्टैंडर्ड, I mean coaching classes become the order of the day. And जिसको कोचिंग क्लास में एडमिशन नहीं मिलता है, he feels he has lost something. And कॉलेज से पहले भी कोचिंग क्लास में जाके एडमिशन ले. I am not criticizing coaching classes, but this has resulted what? And that's where the difference lies. The earlier, every student would read the book himself, वो अपने आप पढ़ता था, and apply his mind to the whatever is read. To the best of his ability, he will apply his mind. Then he will talk to his friends. यार इसका क्या होता है? Because every college, every student's friend तो रहते ही हैं. जैसा अनिल गारोडिया ने बताया, नीलम कपूर जी उनके साथ पढ़ी हुई 10वीं तक. And there should be discussion among the students कि ये इस चैप्टर का क्या है, क्या नहीं. And that is what the application of mind was there. The application of mind enhances the mind, thinking ability of the mind. You apply more and more the mind to the circumstances, your power of thinking increases. You don't look at others for the solution. Now what has happened? We always look, कोचिंग क्लास में क्या बताया, कोचिंग क्लास में जो बताया गया वही हम सुनते हैं. And the application of mind is practically stopped. And this has led to students' career being made in such a way that I don't need to apply mind. Oh, somebody will tell me what is to be done. That is where the major difference is. We go one step ahead. I mean, we see not in Mumbai, but in other states, there's a passion for finding out what is the paper set. So many leakages of paper are there. And some people want to copy also for passing an exam. Now you are fooling yourself by doing this. The degree alone will never give you a career. If you feel that you have passed a particular exam and therefore my career is meant, sorry friends, that is where the difference will lie. As I gave the example of the 12 lakhs lawyers, but handful of lawyers, maybe 1,000, who earn great amount. And those who feel that I merely because I acquired LLD, I should be earning the same amount. And that is not possible. Therefore, such kind of practices which is being developed, and I see in some states that police have to run after the person who are copying. Such degree has no value. These circumstances have led to some belief that a application of mind is minimal, and that is how the development is minimal. That practice grows in the industry also. When somebody gets an opportunity, I am happy that career guidance, career placement is providing an opportunity. But once you get an opportunity, and if you do not have the habit of application of mind, you will never progress in the life. I'll give you one small example to explain this. And this is a fact of the life, the real story. You know, change में I was explaining. पहले आपने mall का भी देखा भी नहीं. I mean, those who are nearly 40 years before, in 20 years, last 20 years, 2 decades, 2.5 decades, mall culture has developed. Earlier, there used to be kirana shop at every nook and corner of the lane. Mall was not there. And there are so many retail, now mall is there. Reliance Retail, Future Retail, Birla and all that thing. And they have an association whereby they award the best employee of in retail sector. So every company is required to fill up what is the best employee has done and why he should be awarded. So a young boy who was appointed as a salesperson in retail sector has sold a machine. That exercising machine you must have seen where people keep on walking. He sold the machine for 6,000 rupees. And it was his first sale. So he went to his boss and said, sir, मैंने machine उसको बेच दिया है. Now अभी यहाँ से मुझे 200 किलोमीटर दूर इसको डिलीवरी करना है. He felt that boss will appreciate it. कि अच्छा कि आपने machine दी. But boss fired him. He says, आपको मालूम है 200 किलोमीटर जाने में 3,000 रुपया टेम्पो का लगता और 6,000 में मशीन बेचा है. घर में आपको 4-4,500 की इसकी परचेज है तो आपने बेच के नुकसान किया रिटेल का, कंपनी का आपने नुकसान कर दिया. The man, when many students who was faced for the first time, now you will feel कि मैं तो he will throw me out of the job. And then the application of mind starts. The boy thought that I have sold the machine and I must find out a way by which the delivery of the machine can be made at a cheaper rate. Why only have tempo? One tempo goes all the way from here to the my shop, other shop. And why we should spend 3,000? And he started thinking on that line. He went to bus stop where the bus is flying from A location to B location. And he asked the in charge of the bus stop Said, if I want to transport this machine from A to B, what is the procedure to be followed? The in charge explained to him that you pack it up properly. We will, from here, we will deliver it to the our next bus stop, and he should have these numbers. And there he can pick it up by showing the numbers and sign identity. Aadhaar card, PAN card, whatever card he wants to show the identity. Then he came and told his boss, sir, we don't have to spend 3,000 rupees. I will transport it 200 rupees. And that he did it. And that is what industry expects. He did that, and then it became an order of the day. The boss understood that no need to transport with a longer distance. We can always hire these public transport for the purpose of explaining this. That is what I'm saying is the difference. Earlier in career, we had very limited scope. Very limited scope we had. When we have passed our colleges, there used to be commerce stream, science or art. Or somebody will go for a law. Like I explained the changes there. You have Ambassador car and Padmini car, now you have a variety of cars. Same way, you have variety of career available in the country. In education field also, there is a tremendous change. Earlier, university will always frame the syllabus for colleges. Now, there's a big change has happened. Either you have a deemed university or you have an autonomous college. Autonomous college and deemed university are given powers to make their own syllabus on various fields. See, now the career is not limited to chartered accountant, engineer and all that. The sports management itself is a big career opportunity. I mean, sports management is one item, but you look at the journalism, sports management, financial management, export, import. There are so many vocational courses available with the change in this autonomous college. And there are many freelancers who have ability. I mean, since we are advising so many in the education field, we know that autonomous college hires the services of experts in, say, sports management. They frame their own syllabus, picking up the players, making a team, training of the team, arranging competition. It involves so many things. I mean, what you see on TV at the final stage of IPL or Kabaddi or whatever it is, there's a background, back work is too much. And then they approach the autonomous college that I am expert in so and so field. I want to give it to the students this particular career. And then also the professors are given, college is provided the facility of the different rooms available, lectures, all these things. They call the industry experts to give the lecture. So if you are in a sports management, you may call from BCCI, you may call from IPL, you may call from other team owners. So what is the management required? You don't have to then hire the services of outside India. IMG, which is one of the BCCI hiring. Now, when these colleges provide services, that's how the career is built. The opportunity is given. I was listening to Neelam Mulchandani. I mean, she explained that they have Neelam Kapoor. They explained that we have association with so many institutions. When you start calling the industry experts, person who are working in industry, to tell the student as to what the industry in that particular field requires. The students get the flavor of what they have to ultimately. The requirement of industry is varied. And let me tell you the courses which I mean, we see so often. One of the girls has come to me and she did the course in thunder. First, when she said, I said, what is thunder? What is this course now? He said it is being done only in the France and America. I said, what is the use of it? But thunder मतलब आवाज करना उसका क्या मतलब है? I mean, she explained to me that when car runs, I mean, nowadays we have electric vehicle where the noise is very little. There's a noise which comes out. I mean, you put a key on the car, there's a noise. The thunder study is to reduce that friction in the various equipment, various devices which have been placed in the car, so that the speed of the car can improve. I mean, this is one aspect of a car. The noise is there in every field. Space organization, Indian Space Research Organization. There's a thunder in the moon side or Mangal and all that thing. There's a totally new subject. And she passed out from the France and now she is working as a research assistant in the Mercedes car. What I'm saying is the opportunity is unlimited. Not like earlier, parents used to fill commerce, CA, नहीं तो chartered accountant, नहीं तो cost accountant, science नहीं तो engineering या doctor, and arts नहीं तो teacher. Such, I mean, autonomous colleges and university, I tell you, they have made so many career-oriented programs, syllabus, that your career guidance and placement center can really take the help of that. And as the placement starts, the students themselves who have been employed by the industry, of course, many of them progresses. As I said, the getting an opportunity in the career is one aspect, and successfully achieving your career is another aspect. That's a continuous application of mind. What we find many often, in some cases, that the love for mobile doesn't stop. Even when they are working, WhatsApp आया तो पहला WhatsApp देखते क्या हो. The continuous education, the selfie, taking a selfie and all that is you have to understand that industry expects something from you when you are employed. You know, in many large corporate, when they appoint a vice president, president level person, after the interview and all this is selected, they tell the prospective candidate, what is your salary expected? Write on the paper. You can write anything. 1 crore, 2 crore, whatever you want to write. Then they say what you will do for the organization. That also you write on the paper. Now, one side is salary you're writing, second side is what you do. Now, when you write 2 crore rupees for a salary, you have to justify that I am capable of earning 2 crore for the organization. Now, unless you justify that, the owner himself will say, sir, you are asking for 2 crore, but your worth is not even 50 lakhs. That is the place where you need to understand that the application of mind in the given circumstances is the most essential. And that is how you make the career. The education never stops. We always say, हमने अपने सबने मंत्र सुना होगा संस्कृत में, गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात परब्रह्म गुरु तस्मै नमः. यह है, सबने सुना है. And all teachers, of course, are worshipped as guru. But one must understand that सबका पहला गुरु जो है, first teacher, is mother of any child. He or she learns from them. And Antim Guru, person himself. Unless the person starts looking at himself and try to find out what is the default, what is the defect in him, where did he lack, he can never improve. Because at a particular age, which is called 15, you have developed your mind to an extent where you can think yourself. And unless you think yourself about making your own career, I must tell you, you can't make it. In whichever circumstances you have. See how thinking is required. Now, I give you an example from the sports. You all must have seen the gold picture by Akshay Kumar. India wins gold medal in the hockey. 1936 Olympic. Dhyan Chand and Balbir Singh, Dhyan Chand was our captain. India and Germany were in final. And Napoleon was the spectator. I mean, you can go and see that again. India in first half were ahead of 8-0. And those who know about hockey, you know, in the hockey and football, the difference is hockey, you have to always put the ball from a D. There is a D available near the goal post. You have to hit the ball from D only. And if it goes in the goal post from D, then only it's considered goal. If you hit from outside goal, outside D, even if it goes in the goal post, it will not be considered as goal. When 8-0, the German captain said, whosoever comes inside the D, please hit him on the leg. That is the plan they made. And they realized, I mean, once or twice they went inside the D players, then they realized that this is what they are doing. Then Dhyanchand and Balbir made out a plan, saying that we will go take the ball up to D, but we will not go inside D. Because the defense team which is there of Germany will hit us and will injure our players. Now they'll carry the ball up to D and then take it back. That is the application of mind at the given moment. You don't need a degree for that purpose. I mean, if you go back, it was not CA or any specific degree is acquired. But in the given circumstances, he realized that if I go inside D, I'll be hit. Therefore, he used to take it back. And this happened so many times that defender felt, it's okay, and when he felt the defender is not giving a proper attention, he went inside D and again put a goal. India won by 10-1. That is exactly what I'm saying. Opportunity is tremendous. The Talreja College is helping you out to get the entry. But after getting entry, it is your own skill of development, application of mind, which is required. The days are gone where, people used to get influential people, related people to run the business or to play in a cricket. Like MS Dhoni was picked up from Ranchi. And no forefathers. It's only based on talent. Your today's Tata Sons chairman, Mr. Chandrasekhar, not a Parsi. It's a pure talent. After you have got the opportunity, your talent only speaks. And development of talent, let me tell you, is a continuous affair. It is not a one-time affair, because situation keeps on changing. Circumstance keeps on changing. Therefore, friends, I would all request you that whenever you get an opportunity, please grab that opportunity, Dr. Geeta Menon has said, and try to learn, try to apply that mind into the given circumstances. With so many examples I explained to you, you can always keep on studying. This always happens. You will get it, and definitely you will be able to make good career in your life. Career has not only earning money, but all walks of life, like health, finance, family, society. All these factors need to be seen if you want to live a good life in this. Money is not the only criteria for the life. With these words, I end my speech with the hope that you all have liked it and you'll follow it in the career. Thank you very much. Thanks over to Neela again.
Thank you so much, sir, for shedding light on the very important characteristics that the students need while entering an organization. I am very sure that the students have definitely learned something very much useful to them in their pursuit of career development. So we also hope that the students from commerce background at least will also be inspired by your success story and do their best to step in your footsteps for their path to glory. Sir, you rightly said that opportunity has to be grabbed. It is not to be thought of and then, you can take it or not. By that time, the opportunity will have gone. It has been rightly pointed out by the principal ma'am and reinforced by you, sir, that the career guidance and the student placement cell continuously provides these opportunities to the students in the form of information on the various career choices which are available to them. Not only that, we also give them hands-on training and also give them look for job opportunities which can be available to them. And the last point was very fruitful, sir, that life is not about career. To get real satisfaction in life, all the various aspects, different areas of the life have to be lived in a proper manner. Then only the life will be fulfilling. Once again, I thank you, sir, for your time and valuable inputs to our participants. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Once again, I would remind the participants that the feedback form has been posted in the chat box. Please click on the link and fill the feedback form and submit it. It will not only make you eligible for availing the e-certificate for participation in this webinar, but it will also give us your valuable feedback about this feedback as well, this session as well as the upcoming sessions. Are we having any questions? Bharat sir?
No, ma'am, students have not posted. I think it was very clear message from the sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one more point. A complete.
Can I leave, ma'am? Can I leave, please?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
I would also like to extend my gratitude, my thanks to all the persons who have made this webinar successful, starting with our Honorable Ma'am, Dr. Geeta Menon, our Vice Principal, Professor Sunil Khatri sir, our IQAC Coordinator, Ajay Singh, Dr. Ajay Singh, our guests who were present and who has graced the session with their presence, R.K.Talreja sir, Anil sir, all our faculty members who have taken time and graced this occasion with their presence, the convener of the cell, Professor Neelam Kapoor, or the hardworking members of the cell, volunteers, and all my dear participants. So this session will end here. Thank you once again. I hope the instructions have been followed.